the most realistic online racing sim ever made. This is iRacing. Detailed laser scan tracks, fully dynamic real-world cars, and over 50 series to choose from. 6 online world championships offering over $100,000 in annual prizes. This is the original esport racing game. This is iRacing.
Well, hello, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to the Turn 3 Racing Network, as tonight we're here at the World Center of Racing, Daytona International Speedway. Thank you very much for joining us here tonight. My name is K.R. Stolfus, and in the booth with me here tonight is a very special guest. He's wearing his leather helmet and all. Thank you very much for joining me here, Rob Payne.
Thanks for having me, KR. It's good to be back up here in the booth, getting ready to watch these boys do another 100 lap race here at the Daytona for the 6th season. First time here at Daytona this season, so I'm looking forward to it.
It is going to be a great one as usual. OP Racing never fails to put on a heck of a show. We are in race number 3 of the season here. 2 races done and in the books. 2 different winners so far here. Will the trend continue as we keep rolling on in our season? Ooh, I don't know. I don't know if winning a race is going to be a good thing for these guys, because it seems like Mark Vega won the season opener, right?
Yep.
And then he didn't do very good last week.
Yeah, then he had a bad time.
James Mayer won the race last week, but he didn't do very good in the first race. So, ooh, here we go. Is that trend going to continue, or are we going to have some bad luck for our race winner? Or are we going to see somebody come up out of the depths of the shallow end of the gene pool? I don't know. I mean, Bobby Johnson's out there in a Max Speed TV paint scheme on a Turn 3 Racing Network broadcast.
Oh, man.
That's all right. Bobby Johnson did a great job on Wednesday nights broadcasting that series that OP had. I believe it was the Weber Graphics Truck Series. Not 100% sure.
Yes, I'm pretty positive it is.
But yeah, we're letting Bobby get some airtime. Having a good time with him, and got to talk to him pre-race. He's excited for this one here tonight. Randall Cobb in the 52, Sean McCarrick in the 50. They're getting ready to rock and roll as we got about 30 seconds left before qualifying starts. And Rob, now's the time to get all the nerves out.
Yep, go ahead and get yourself a couple practice laps in here, get a nice good qualifying lap time, and hopefully you find your way towards the front of the pack, and hopefully the front of the pack stays clean. But as anything we've seen before, some of these guys are going to give it their all, and unfortunately the front's not always the safest spot to be either.
No, the front is not always the safest spot, and a few times they've had some pit parties out here tonight, and we have seen several crashes. But practice done and over with. We get ready to move into qualifying. Drivers are going to have 10 minutes to turn their best 2 laps. And some cars making their way out onto the speedway. David Booth in the 77, one of those drivers rolling out. Ernie Williams in the 91. Also making his way out onto the speedway. So, Rob, anyone we should watch here for this qualifying?
Well, some of your good runners is going to be Cody and Derek. They would normally find their way to the front. Rick, Maybe even Travis. We'd like to see what Bobby does again, because last week he, unfortunately but fortunately, had a pretty good showing in the number 3 car. He's since been changed away from it, but he actually did a pretty good job with number 3, unlike previous drivers.
Right? Put us to shame.
Yep, made us look bad, by God.
Dustin Barber in the 6 made his way through the tri-oval. He heads off into turn number 1. So far, nobody has put in an official time. So, Rob, any idea what it takes to put this car on pole here for these guys?
Honestly, KR, I still haven't really figured it out myself, and we raced a couple of seasons here now, and I've seen guys that run that outside against the wall for the first lap too, and then go down to the bottom, but I've also seen other guys stay down at the bottom all 3 laps, and sometimes it's back and forth really. So like Derek here, I didn't see his first lap, but he's running that bottom line already.
So Conley in the 88, our race, or I shouldn't say race leader, but provisional pole position. So he makes his way through 3 and 4. Josh Milam finding himself in 2nd spot. Will Weber right now in 3rd. As drivers start to post a first lap time, Conley across the stripe once again. And a 47.64 going to be his best lap time. Logan Helton, though, going to take that one away. Now Rick Seabrands. Very, very close times here.
That's what I was about to say.
Logan Helton, Derek Conley, all separated by 1/1000th of a second.
I would not be surprised to see a bunch of the almost same or the exact same speeds here again, like we saw last week.
Hunter Reynolds goes to the top of the leaderboard. Mark Mann now at the top. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 cars with extremely close lap times. The top 5 all being separated by 0.00 as our scoring tower graphic rounds to the nearest 100th, and everyone having that 0 status right there. So that is some extremely close racing here in qualifying. Rob Connors in the 00. He gonna join this elusive group that have turned a 47.63. He comes off a turn number 4. And he's gonna make his way on the pit road, so he's done qualifying. So James Mayer in the 95, art race winner from last week. Looking to put this one in a good starting spot. "24 drivers have taken a time here. Chase Berry in the 11 machine, looking like he's getting lost again. Someone, oh, Rob, Chase is doing the road course. Someone needs to straighten him out. We'll see if we can get him straightened out. Oh my gosh. And that's Chase Berry in a nutshell, getting lost on an oval. Les Levy making his way around in that Maker's Mark 62. Right now finds himself in 8th place. Daniel Holloway jumping up to 8th. We still have some time left here in qualifying. Casey Gilchrist making his lap time count. A rookie here with the OP Racing Premier Series on Monday nights.
I don't think Dan or Alex Green's or Denver are gonna run a qualifying lap here.
They still have 4 minutes left, but yeah, you got to get moving now if you're going to do a lap.
They're probably at the snack machines topping off before the race starts.
Oh my goodness. Snacks are life.
Snacks, they are life.
So as a 13 machine shuts it down, Sean Stevens in the 27. Stevens finding himself in sixth place with a 47.66, a very quick qualifying time for the 27 machine. And so with that being said, we're getting close to the end of qualifying here. 6 minutes 47 seconds have been used up in this 10-minute session. John Stevens and Casey Gilchrist, the only two drivers on the racetrack, but both of them making their way onto pit road. So a few drivers probably not going to qualify here. So with everyone pulling in, let's go ahead and step away for our national anthems here tonight. No one go anywhere. We'll be back with tonight's starting lineup.
We take you down onto the track for our opening ceremonies.
Ladies and gentlemen, please rise. Please remove your hats.
Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous flight o'er the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rocket's red glare, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the brave?
Well, welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, as qualifying has wrapped up. That means it is time to start going through tonight's starting lineup as the drivers sit on pit lane. We get ready to fire them off here for 250 miles at Daytona. Let's get right into our starting lineup. On the inside of row number 1, Mark Mann in the 04 machine. I believe that's his first pole of the season, and it is. Hunter Reynolds in the 26, going to be starting on his outside. Row number 2 will be Rick Seabrands in the 4 and Logan Helton in the 63. Row number 3 will be the 88 of Derek Conley and the 27, Sean Stevens. Row 4 will be the 77 of David Booth and the 7 of Josh Milam. Row number 5 will be the 21 of Daniel Holloway, and on his outside, the Checkered Flag Motorsports driver, Les Levy in the 62. Your turn, Rob.
All right, we're going to go ahead with row number 6, being Dave Hunt and Ernie Williams. Row number 7 on the inside is going to be Randall Cobb and Tyler Miller. Row number 8 is going to be Rob Connors, and on his outside is going to be Robert Duvendak. Row number 9 is going to be James Myers and David Overstreet. Bringing out row number 10 is going to be Bobby Johnson and Travis Elliott.
Row number 11 will be the 9 of Will Weber, Denver Turkson in the 15 machine on the outside. Row number 12 will be Jimmy Reynolds in the 28 and the 13 of Casey Gilchrist on his outside. Then it is Bob Lacovera and Sean McCarrick in the 50. Row number 14 will be Dustin Barber, Aspen Belvin. Row 15 will be Chase Berry and Cody Eldred. Our admin created a faux pas and has joined the race instead of joining as an admin, and that's okay. Dan Harrington and Alex Green going to make up the tail end of this field here tonight. 31 cars to start this race. And oh boy, gonna be a good one. I can already feel it. My senses are tingling.
Tingling for a caution fest or a cautionless fest, and it's going to be down to the nitty gritty milliseconds for the win.
Well, we know we're gonna have at least 2 cautions. Stage 1 ending on lap 25, stage 2 ending on lap 50. So there's your 2 cautions for the night. Let's throw in a few bits of strategy as well, and we could see an outstanding race. Like I'm saying, it's Daytona, baby. Everyone's ready for it.
Always. Best race of the year. Every Daytona race ever.
All right, so Mark Mann following behind the Chevy Silverado, the Batmobile. To his outside, Squidward and SpongeBob trying to win their first race of the season. Hunter Reynolds in that 26, Mark Mann in the 04. Here we go, pace car out of the way as a green flag comes out, and we get right to it as Mark Mann gets a jump here, and the 4 of Rick Seabrands gets to his back bumper quickly. Everyone going very, very timid into this start.
That was a pretty good start for the beginning couple cars here as they come onto the back stretch finally. 2 wide all the way back. Got some scuffling going around here. Not a bad start. Nobody really got ahead of each other there. They were both on their A game. But it looks like Mark Mann here, if he can hold on to that lead, coming into the tri-oval, he will be the first lap. He will have the first lap under his belt as he just crosses the start-finish line now.
So everyone getting through that first lap cleanly. Ernie Williams in the 91, falling back quite quickly. Looks like his strategy going to be to hang out at the tail end of this field. That 91 machine dropping 19 positions in 1 lap as he's going to tuck in behind the 82 of Dan Harrington. With the battle at the front of the field getting ready to heat up as the 4 Rick Seabrands tried to make a move to the outside lane. Things got shuffled up a little bit there, and Hunter Reynolds in the outside line, gonna get shoved all by himself. Now he does have Josh Milam in the 7 to his back bumper, and they are gonna blend in, but Reynolds losing a few spots there as Mark Mann stays tucked in down on the bottom line. The 4 Rick Sebrands now first car in the second lane.
Looks like he might be trying to go to take that lead away from old Mark Man down on the bottom side, or they could be currently trying to keep together here. They round back out coming into the tri-oval. Mark Man's still in the lead. Looks like he's going to be leading the first couple of laps of this here race at Daytona.
As the field flashes by, everyone running within 2 seconds of each other. Mark Mann, your race leader, has a 2-second gap between him and the 82 of Dan Harrington. And let's go off the nose of the 82 machine, the Demon Tech 82. You can find him on Twitch. Make sure you tell him I sent you. Drop a like, subscribe, whatever it is over on Twitch. He would appreciate that. Slapped all over the hood. But yeah, here we go into the trial. You can see the leaders. They flash by the start finish line. Everyone, like I said, within 2 seconds of each other.
Oh, I think Rick was able to pull that one out, so Rick's got himself a lap play here at Daytona. As they all stay 2 by 2 almost all the way through the pack into the backstretch again. These guys giving each other plenty of room. High and low, back and front right now, just riding it out, getting used to it, getting their cars into a nice good pattern. As I say that, looks like Derek Conley here says he wants a little bit of that front row action, and he is going to fly on by old Mark Man for a lap lead here as well.
So Conley with a good move there in the 88. Takes over the top spot. Rick Sebrands in the 4 gave him a good push to complete that pass on the front stretch. And now Sebrands in the 4 has Logan Helton pushing hard on him. They are going to try and make their way forward. They both, for the moment, are ahead of the 88, but the 63 not clear of the 88. The 4 Rick Sebrands, though, he was clear. He did drop down to that inside line. And now Logan Helton in the 63. Ooh, as we got one sideways, I believe that is David Overstreet. He's going to make his way back onto the speedway. Hold your breath, folks. He does stay down, but he could lose the draft here. We are getting ready to see green flag pit stops, Rob. The window has opened as Derek Conley slices up in front of the 63.
Oh my, what a move. There's literally no space between cars as he makes that to the outside again, and now they're both going to the inside. Yeah, we should see somebody coming in here soon, KR, but if it's anything like the last couple races, his strategies for everybody is just about changed up this season.
It has changed up. You are correct. We might see everyone try and run this one out just because every once in a while we were seeing guys hit pit road. Fastest lap of the race just being turned by the driver in the 15 machine, a rookie out here tonight, Denver Turkson, with a 44.27 laying down the quickest lap so far in this race. So Conley and Helton out in front of their respective rows. And we do have a few cars breaking for pit lane. Aspen Belvin, Travis Elliott, Casey Gilchrist, Chase Berry, and Alex Green, teammates all hitting pit road here.
Here we go, first of the early pit stops. Let's see how they do all on pit road here.
Vapid Yeet Racing making the first move of the race. Pitting as a team. That has got to be timed here. And everyone needs to come into pit road together and leave pit road together. And it looks like they are doing a great job of it. The 51 to Travis Elliott pulling away, leading this 5-pack of cars.
They all got on there pretty smooth, in and out. They're not too separated this time. That was a pretty good move.
Yeah, they all had very similar pit stops. And the field making its way through turns 1 and 2. Travis Elliott and crew still trying to get up to speed as they head off into turn number 3. I think they're going to be able to stay on the lead lap. There is 5 of them. They do have enough of them to really generate a good amount of energy. They have just got to get single file and start pushing hard on each other. Here come another set of drivers. Dave Hunt in the 53, the 77 of David Booth, Randall Cobb, Les Levy, Bob Lacavera, Rob Connors, and Dan Harrington all on pit road now.
Yeah.
So 2 groups making pit stops, and we're going to get a very good glimpse at how an early pit stop is going to work, because Travis Elliott and his crew have formed up nicely, and they are running just as fast, if not faster, than the race leader Derek Conley, as Conley's going to peel off for pit road this time.
Here we go. Is that 5-car pack going to be what does it? We'll just have to see how pit stops go for everybody else and what kind of time they make up here.
So now just 7 drivers remain who have not made a pit stop. Should say 8, as David Overstreet has lost the draft and fallen up back quite a bit. David Overstreet, good news for him. We're just a handful of laps away from our first caution, and he'll be allowed to catch up to the field here as everyone else peeling onto pit road. Logan Helton, very aggressive entry. Not sure if he got that one slowed down or if he just took full advantage of all the space he had to slow up.
I guess we're about to find out here. He's pretty good at getting on and off this pretty quickly, so I think he's trying to time out just where he can go, because it looks like he's already off.
So quick pit stops for this group of drivers. Hunter Reynolds, Derek Conley, Josh Milam, all making their pit stops and have a clean break. They try to close in. They're going to flash by Bobby Johnson there. Rick Seabrand, Sean Stevens, all getting past as Hunter Reynolds has all the momentum. He's going to go by the 04 Mark Mann. That will leave Logan Helton the sitting duck.
Yep, they got that 3-pack going all the way. Looks like the 51 crew, the 5184 crew that belongs to Vapid Yeet, got a little bit too much separation from their teammates here, so that's might not play exactly how they want it to play, but they are quickly and already going to be passing Logan Helton on the outside.
So your race leader is the 46 of David Overstreet. He makes his way around the speedway from New Albany, Indiana. Overstreet, only 20 years old, which is weird because, yeah, I didn't think he was 20. But he is going to make his way onto pit lane. And so with that being said, all the drivers have made it through this green flag pit stop cycle. So the 26 into turn number 1 as we work lap 15 of 100. Les Levy in the 62, turning the fastest lap of the race that time by with a 44.21. So Les Levy getting it done out there. He's got a fast race car. Les, one of those drivers who, as long as all 4 tires and all 4 fenders are still on this thing, someone who can make some noise at the front of the field.
He's part of that Go Fast Racing Foundation. He's trying to make sure he's representing that fastest lap. Because we had a little bit of a shuffle up here towards the front. Threw off everybody a little bit. Looks like the 99 and I think the 52 might have had a little slip up of some sort. But everybody recovered pretty safely. And we are turning some more laps with the 88 of Derek Conley to the front. And Logan Helton on his outside.
So Conley, the race leader now. Logan Helton in the 63, trying to work his outside lane. Hunter Reynolds and the 26, pushing hard on the 88. And now he's going to make the move up into that second lane. Well, we get 1 lap closer to the end of stage 1. 17, working lap 17 now. Good grief.
English.
It's hard.
It's
English
rough
hard.
language.
In my defense, it is my first language, so I don't have much defense.
I mean, in your defense, the English language is like 3 in 1. So like, you got a part of other languages in there. So I don't know.
All right.
English language or not.
Well, I'll tell you, it could be worse. I could be out on the track having fun. Instead, I got to be up here in the booth discussing the finer points of the English language.
Hey, that is fun. It's little lessons here and there, little life lessons.
All right, so green flag pit stops have stretched this field out now. Rick Seabrand's in the 4, falling back here. He is trying to close in on the 91 of Ernie Williams and not lose the draft. He is inching his way closer, so he will be able to stay in this lead pack. But Rick Seabrand's right now finding himself in 18th spot. And so with Seabrand's being in 18th, our leader's up there. Ooh, as we got one hard into the wall. Everyone taking evasive action. That looks to be David Booth in the 77. And we stay green, David Booth, who got out of shape there. And this is going to cause this group to lose that lead pack draft.
Well, thankfully they got another little small pack behind them. Maybe they can all get together, get single file, and try to catch back up.
Bob Lacavera in the 5 machine, leading this small pack that you were talking about. Right now he finds himself in a 19th spot, and he is 13.3 seconds off the race lead. We're going to have 6 laps to go still in this stage. So no one in danger of going a lap down, even if they lost the draft, I believe, at this point. Bobby Johnson in the 20. The only car 1 lap down. David Overstreet in the 46. Working with Dustin Barber. Those two could go a lap down here. Gonna be close.
Yeah, they're going to have to hold on to it and stay right on each other. Oh.
As a caution is gonna come out. Not sure what the caution flag is for on this one. I saw Les out there all by himself. Thought maybe he had spun or done something, but no. It's a no clue.
You know what? I'm thinking race control might have thought we were at a different track.
Oh. Daytona should be 25 and 50. Right? No. Yes.
Yeah. We're 100 laps here, so it's 25 and 50. I think someone may or may not have been stuck in the whole Talladega Super Speedway, Dry Racing Super Speedway correction.
And race control calling it a debris caution. I would read the message from race control, but that is not kid friendly. But yes, debris caution has been called. And Rob, we were right. Race control got confused between Talladega and Daytona. So, quick little caution here. Not sure what's going to happen. I believe we will get back to the green flag for a one-lap shootout. Good news for Dustin Barber, David Overstreet, and Bobby Johnson. They are all going to be on the lead lap. Bobby Johnson going to take the waiver round here, but David Overstreet and Dustin Barber, who were getting ready to be lapped, well, they're going to stay with the field here. We do have several drivers coming down pit road. The 91 of Ernie Williams, the 00 of Rob Connors, Rick Seabrands in the 4, and the 77 of David Booth, who smacked up his car a little bit. Going to try and hammer out some damage on the right side of that thing. And so with that going on, guys, we're going to take a quick break. No one go anywhere as we step away. We'll be right back after this.
Racing, you wanted the best, you got them 4 abreast. Often imitated, never duplicated. The greatest show on dirt, the World of Outlaws.
Green
All right.
flag fallen once again. And Rob, I cut you off there, so go ahead.
You're good, buddy. About to say green flags dropped here. Got back just in time to see the 88 of Derek Conley lead the charge here on the inside with Robert Duvendeck trying his best to get to the outside. We'll see how it goes into turns 2. I think this might be a one-lap shootout. I don't think we ever really got confirmation here. I guess we'll
one lap
find out.
shootout. At the end of this lap will be the end of the stage, so everyone pushing hard.
Yeah, we got I think they're going to try to go 3 wide here. Sure looks like it.
The field makes its way off of turn number 4, coming to the line. Hunter Reynolds with a good surge there, and I believe Hunter Reynolds going to have it at the line just barely. Holy cow, that one was too close to call.
Yep, that was a blink of an eye too fast. I didn't need to see who actually crossed the finish line.
So Hunter Reynolds, Derek Conley, and Josh Milam, for sure your top 3. Maybe Logan Helton getting in there somewhere. So a very, very close finish here on this stage end. 1 lap shootout. And the good news, we had our break already, so we'll see these guys catch up to the pace truck. We'll let them hit pit road, and then we'll pull someone in, whether it be our Hunter Reynolds or Derek Conley. See how we can stack this one up for the stage win and the rest of the race. If it's Derek Conley, I already told him. He made a comment in the pre-race show. I said, I'm not talking to you tonight. I don't care if he wins or not.
Oh.
Yeah. Yeah. So, Robert, if it is Conley, you're going to have to do all the talking.
I'll have to give him my best.
Yeah.
But I told him earlier today too, so he's on both of our lists, I guess, right now.
Uh-oh. Get wrecked,
yeah.
Derek Conley.
We were talking about some rules, and then had to go ahead and up the ante on that rule, just because. Good old Derek.
All right. So the 26, the 88, the 63, and the 7 all get ready to head up for pit road. Still waiting on confirmation from race control. That one was very close. I'm sure they are having to do their research on that finish, because that one was anything but cut and dry. And so the field making its way on to pit lane. Hunter Reynolds in the 26 is our end of the stage winner.
Oh boy.
So Conley on to pit lane. Mark Mann in the 04 hitting his box. Tires go on the 04 machine, and Hunter Reynolds going to be the first one off of pit road. And so let's fire this off by talking to the man who wins stage number 1. Hunter Reynolds, you got your ears on, bud?
Wait, yes, sir. How you doing?
Oh, I'm doing just fine. Apparently you win the stage, and that one was a close one.
Yeah, it was super close there. I wanted my teammate behind me, Josh, to hop up, and I don't know why he stayed down, but we had Logan there to push us, so shout out, and glad to give me one.
Well, the 26 with a extremely close battle with the 88 for that stage win. First stage coming to a 1 lap shootout there with that debris for caution. How did that change y'all's mindset out there?
You know, for me, I think it actually worked in my favor, but you know, it was just gonna be 5 laps to the end, and you know, it turned out to 1, but didn't change much. You know, just went under caution, and then our mindset was still the same. Let's go get us one, and we were able to bring it home first stage.
Well, you got it done here so far in this first stage. Now we look on to stage number 2. What can we expect out of this one?
stage 2 normally is, I'm actually, no, never mind, I'm not gonna say anything. Stage 2 is gonna be fun, and, you know, looking forward to it. Gotta hit a good pit stop here, make sure you're up in front of this thing whenever the laps start winding down, and, gonna be another tough one to get here. Hopefully we can keep the car clean and, bring home some more stage points.
All right, man. Any shout outs or thank yous you'd like to give?
Yes, sir. On my team is at FSR. Appreciate everyone watching. Turn 3 in the booth, KR. And, yeah, we appreciate everybody. Thank you.
All right, that is Fuel Sim Racing driver Hunter Reynolds, your stage 1 winner. Lights have gone out on the Chevy Silverado, Rob. Bob Lacavera, Chase Berry didn't come down pit road.
Well, I kind of was expecting something like that to happen, KR. With that, they just now had a caution. Why not try to stick it out and go for another one? But I was expecting a little bit more. Surprised it was only 2, but it's going to give them a couple laps on the lead here. A couple of leading laps, I should say. And a complete change-up in how stage 2 is going to start. But the lights are out here, and everyone is starting to get into double file, nice and tight. Getting ready to kick it off.
All right. So Bob Lacavera, Chase Berry, who pitted under our debris caution, elect to stay out, and they are going to give it a run for the money here. So we'll have a good idea how this works out for them. Make a note of this one. The 5 and the 11 get rolling very quickly here. And the 11 at Chase Berry has Josh Milam pushing hard on his back bumper. Josh trying to push that 11 machine clear of the 5. And so far, Chase Berry not dropping down in the inside lane. He's going to stay on the outside as he makes his way through 1 and 2. That allows Bob Lacavera to get that momentum built back up down the backstretch on that inside lane.
Yeah, I'm one of those Chase Berry guys. I like to hang up on the outside myself, KR. I feel like you just got a little bit more room to maneuver, got a little bit more plays to make. The inside's definitely a lot easier to defend, but those outside lines coming out of the corners, you can really get some speed if you got a couple of good guys behind you, just like we see with the 7 of Josh Milam into the tri-oval, going to start taking his way to the front.
Ooh, we got one in the wall. That is the 51 of Travis Elliott. He's able to pull it down off the wall, but he got awfully close to smacking that one with a full head of steam. Did have to check up and did spread the field out a little bit. Bobby Johnson in the 20 machine. Right now he is falling back a little bit. Trying to close in on this group, but maybe some damage on that 20 machine causing him to fall back and not stay in this lead draft. The 7 and the 11. Josh Milam, Chase Berry as Milam slices down in front of him. So Josh Milam to the point. Chase Berry now the second car in the inside lane. That is Rob Connors in the 00. Now I'm seeing Chase Berry slice right up in front of him.
Well, they're going to be switching it around, trying to stay to that inside lane. Everybody wants it.
So Milam in the 7, running a what he said is his favorite paint scheme. I don't know. His favorite tool paint scheme, maybe. But that 7 machine always looks good in victory lane when he has that paint scheme on. Chase Berry in the 11, trying to put his KB machine right there as well. We are working lap 33 of 100, stage number 2, going to end at the completion of lap 50, or if race control forgets where they're at once again.
You mean the debris caution?
Oh yeah, I totally meant the debris caution.
Oh yeah, I thought so.
I would
There's
never,
no way something like that would happen.
I would never make fun of Cody Eldred, who has a very difficult job. If we're going to be 100% honest, he's got to keep all 31 drivers in check. He's got to monitor everything. And you know what? We don't say thank you enough to Cody Eldred, but he does a spectacular job at race control. Keeps us informed as we got some going around.
We got a lot going around.
Big trouble.
Oh, that is an early big one, KR?
That is an official big one. And I believe half the field got caught up in this one.
That one hurt. You know what I'm surprised to see though, KR, out of that? The whole back half of the track managed to save themselves and give everybody enough room, kind of come to a stop and let them fix themselves all out up front. Normally you see at least one guy saying, who needs brakes and a caution?
Right? Rick Seabrand's one of those drivers who got hard on the brakes. Robert Duvendak getting swallowed up in this yellow flag here. Let's take a look at this one from his nose. Several cars on the back stretch. Big time trouble for sure. Man, Rob, that's one of those where everything's going on around you. You really you don't want to close your eyes, but it's like, man, my fate is sealed. I'm just gonna close my eyes and keep the wheel straight and see what happens.
You know, being in that situation a couple times myself, yep, I'm definitely in agreement with that. Sometimes you just have to pray to the iRacing gods and hope you come out on top after everything's all said and done. You open your eyes again, you see you're still all right driving down, or when your eyes are closed, you get that really scary feeling, and everything turns out to not be okay.
Chase Berry in the 11, finally making his way onto pit road, but everyone taking just a splash of fuel. Chase Berry, a little bit more fuel needed to top off that tank, so a little bit of a longer pit stop for him. Hunter Reynolds going to be the first one off of pit road in the 26 machine. Reynolds, your stage 1 winner. Josh Milam in the 7, coming off second. Randall Cobb in the 52. Third driver, then it's Chase Berry, who has gained 25 positions since the start of this race. So he is making his way forward. That is your top 5 for the moment. As Will Weber in the 9. They come flying up. We'll see what happens to the 9 here. Not sure if he was making his way around the track or what, but Will Weber had a full head of steam.
Wonder if he trying to catch up from the big one, or if he was just a fix. One though we haven't seen up here this race so far, but we're starting to see him now, KR.
I'm sorry, say that again?
You want to know who we haven't seen up here, but we're going to start seeing him up here because he just entered the top 10, almost the top 5.
No.
The 95 of James Mayer, one of our front runners the past couple races, making his appearance into the top 10.
You gonna try to pick up his second win of the season in the 3rd race of the season?
You know, he might just go for it.
I wouldn't blame him if he should. Ought to try. Become the first repeat winner this season. We are working race number 3 of our 22 race season. OP Racing, not known for its repeat winners. Every now and then we get a season or a few repeat wins. But for the most part, It is very hard to win a race here on a Monday night with this OP Racing Premier Super Speedway Series presented by Weber Graphics. Now, Rob, I don't know about you, but heck, they only let you win one period.
Yep, only one. It was a season opener as well, so I like to give it a little extra attention on that one. But yeah, out of the I don't even know how many seasons I ended up running until I retired myself for a while. I think it was 3 or 4. But yeah, only one entire race. Actually, the owners altogether on Mondays, I believe, only have one race apiece. As the caution truck goes off, green flag is underway. 7 and 26 of Josh Milne and Hunter Reynolds speed off into the sunset here, with the 13 and 52 right behind them, dead even into the turns of 1 and 2. See what happens in the backstretch here.
They make their way off of turn number 2, drag race down the Daytona backstretch. One car that has not rejoined the field, that is Bob Lacavera. He sits on pit road, and he has been there for the last 4 minutes and 18 seconds. So a lot of damage being fixed on the 5 machine. We'll see if he can make his way back out there, but for right now, they are working furiously on that race car.
You know what, KR? Speaking of owners, I'm pretty sure I see the 30-31 as well in the top 5.
Alex Green in that red, black, and yellow 31 machine, or off yellow, or grungy yellow, whatever you want to call it.
Advanced auto yellow.
Advanced auto yellow. You know what? I think I see him there too. Third car inside line. Alex Green right now up 27 spots since the drop of the green flag here at Daytona. So he is trying to work his way forward, doing a good job at it.
He came all the way from the back to the back. I think him and Dan Harrington in the 82, who seems to have found his way to the almost top 10 spots here. One away. Decided they had enough hanging out in the back. They might go up here and try to get themselves a stage win or something. But that broadcaster's curse, let's knock on some wood. Hopefully we don't curse them here, KR, but they are up front.
That they are, and they are working hard. The 13 machine now. Casey Gilchrist got a little crossed up there going into the corner, and he is going to slice down. Man, that was a brave move by the 13 as he sliced down to the bottom to get a draft off of the 4. Now he's got some momentum and going to close back to the bumper of the 7 machine as Randall Cobb in the 52, your race leader now. And Cobb on that outside lane. Everyone, I say everyone should have enough fuel to make it to the end of this stage, which is in 10 laps at the completion of lap 50.
50 race control, 50.
Yeah, right. We did get past lap 40 here, so I think they're on point.
I think they got themselves situated. Should be no more debris out there from some crazy drivers anyways.
So the 26 and the 52 battling hard at it for first and second spot. Alex Green in the 30, now the second car on the inside lane. Alex Green, been a long time since he's been in victory lane. He would love to pick up a win here on the Monday night. Get if you are correct, that would be his second Monday night win ever.
I believe so. I'm pretty sure we all finally got our win. Cody, I think, picked it up last year finally. And Alex, actually, Cody's pushed all of us to our wins. He's pushed almost everybody in the league to at least one win. And poor guy just ran into bad luck every single time he found himself up front, including his own teammates turning them. I'm not going to mention any names, but that was an unfortunate one. So Yeah, I'm pretty sure it's only one apiece. So he could be the first two-timer for the owners. But then again, you've got the 95 of James Mayer and the 21 of Daniel Holloway that's saying, hey, I'm trying to get my way back to the front. That's where I like to be, and they are up here to try to prove that.
So with the field being spread out just a little bit, our first group of drivers, you could call the 89 of Tyler Miller here in with this first group. Tyler Miller finding himself in 16th spot. Every car that is out on the speedway is currently on the lead lap. That is 30 cars all on the lead lap. Bob Lacavera on pit road, still working furiously on his race car. Tyler Miller is closing in to the back bumper of Robert Duvendak in the 99 machine. And then about 2 seconds behind Tyler Miller, that is the 28 of Jimmy Reynolds and the 84 of Aspen Belvin, as those two make their way around the tri-oval here. Logan Helton in the 63, he's part of this group, so he is falling back here, and he is going to need some help if he wants to get back into the front of this one. Logan Helton came into tonight as your points leader. He has 106 points accumulated. Daniel Holloway in the 21 machine has 103. And right now, Daniel Holloway up in this lead group. So we could see a change in the points if Logan Helton can't keep making his way forward, as Alex Green is going to get a little shove.
Oh, there it is.
And a big checkup by the 30. He stays down, is going to allow the field to pass. Now he tries to blend up here. Chase Berry in the 11 looks like he's going to pick him up. And we stay green as we get near the end of the stage. Randall Cobb in the 52. Now your race leader with the 13 of Casey Gilchrist, a rookie. That John Deere green machine pushing hard on the outside lane. He's got the 95 of James Mayer. One win to Mayer's season so far.
Man, it's getting down to it here. We're all starting to get a little bit more antsy, a little bit more pushy. Everybody's trying to vie for that stage 2 win here.
So as they make their way down the Daytona backstretch, just 4 laps remain in this stage. Another group of drivers, this group is fairly far back. That is the 62 of Les Levy, and he is 14 seconds off the race lead. He has his teammate, the 77 of David Booth, right there with him. These two trying to stay on the lead lap. They are, like I said, 14 seconds behind, so staying on the lead lap as long as they don't spin each other out should be pretty easy.
Well, if they don't spin out, or if these guys up front don't give each other a little bit more space, we've seen them almost bumper to bumper and door to door past couple turns. We might see a little something here. They're all starting to give each other a little bit more space now, as the rookie of the 13, Casey Gilchrist, trying his best to get to the inside. It wasn't quite enough.
Derek Conley, David Overstreet, drivers torn up from our big crash down the backstretch. All of them trying to just get through the stage before they burn their one and only fast repair. We're going to have 2 laps to go in this stage as we start lap 49 of 100. And Josh Milam making the move to the outside of Randall Cobb here. They're going to work down the back stretch. Gilchrist in the 13. Stays tucked in behind the 7 of Milam. The 26 of Hunter Reynolds pushing on the 52 of Randall Cobb. A little bit of wiggling here. And Rob, these drivers getting ready to see that stage white flag. And so they're really going to start pushing hard here for this one.
Oh yeah, we're gonna see it. We're gonna see some moves here. I'm gonna guess a 3 wide at some point here. Probably coming in the final turn as per the usual. But we'll see who can team up together to make the closing lap of stage 2. As Josh Milam's still trying his best to get to the outside to maybe fall down to the inside. Will he get it? It'll be a close one. He is going for it anyways, and he secures it. Going into turn 3 and 4, you got Josh in the 52 with Randall. All vying for that top spot. Randall moving to the outside. 13 going to the outside, high side, 3 wide coming through the tri-oval. Josh Milam looks like he's going to be our stage 2 winner.
So Josh Milam in the 7 machine picking up the stage 2 win, and it looks like we got one spinning at the end of the stage. That is the 28 of Jimmy Reynolds. So a spin by the 28 at the end of the stage, but looks like he's going to get away with minimal damage. But Josh Milam picking up the stage win here. Congratulations, Josh, on that one. And that was an easy one to call there. That was not as close as Derek Conley and Hunter Reynolds.
Oh no, that one had a little bit more fight out there for that stage. Try to go 3 wide. If they would have had just a little bit longer, it could have been a lot closer. But Josh Milam grabbing that second stage. Looking like Randall Cobb will be second. Casey Gilchrist or Hunter Reynolds is going to be third. And the rookie taking fourth. Mark Mann and the Batmobile rounding out your top 5, if it is to stay as such. That's a pretty good stage right there, KR.
Yeah, that was a very good stage. And Josh Milam in the 7 probably feels that same sentiment as well. And so as soon as they make their way off of pit road, we'll get Josh Milam up here. We'll get a word with him. Tyler Miller and Derek Conley made early pit stops here. Conley down and away. He's already left pit road. Tyler Miller working on his 89 machine. And so as they make their way onto pit road, the 7, Josh Milam leading the entire field. Everyone going to hit pit lane. We should see, I don't know if we'll see tires, but everyone going to really fill these tanks up. And since it's going to take probably 2 tanks of fuel, you might as well put at least one side of the tires on, either the right or the left.
Yeah, this is where things are always different, KR. I was a big fan of halfway through the race, you get yourself a full set of tires, and then find at one of the 2 gas stops, one of the big ones, normally the money stop, you grab yourselves another set of tires and call it good. But everyone has their own little preference here.
So a couple drivers are trying the 2 tire strategy, but for the most part, everyone taking 4 tires. As you were saying, they like that halfway point, take your tires. So let's get this started by talking to our stage 2 winner. That is the driver of the 7 machine, Josh Milam, another driver from FSR, picking up the stage win once again. Josh, how you doing?
Feeling great, man. How are you guys?
No, you know what? Doing pretty good, pretty good. That stage there, going to the 7 machine. Walk us through that stage and what it took to put that 7 on to the max points so far for that stage.
Well, that caution come out at the perfect time. I believe put us at a good pit situation, a good fuel situation there when we came out, and we knew it was going to have enough to finish. So all we had to do is keep up front and work our magic the way we usually do, and worked with some great people up there, and we managed to put ourselves right where we needed to be to win that stage, man. It was a lot of fun there with Randall Cobb. That was a great battle with Randall up there for a while. He did a great job. He about got me. Big thanks to Casey Gilchrist right there for that push too.
Well, the 7 makes it the second of 2 drivers to win a stage from Team FSR. So are you guys bound and determined to win this final stage and win the big race?
That's what we just talked about, man. We got 1 and 2 stages. You never know what can happen at this end, at the race here. We're gonna do our best to stay up front and get with our teammates to give us the best shot. That's what we got to work those guys up front. I think they're hanging around back right now, saving their cars, but hopefully we can all be there together at the end, increase our chances.
All right, man. Well, Dave Hunt beat you off of pit road by virtue of 2 tires. You took 4. Any advantage here to you versus him?
I don't know. I know my right rear is at 89% right there. After that stage, I haven't taken right sides yet. I just took all 4. I should have a good start. He may spin, so watch that. I'm not for sure. I think I should handle in the turns better and push him better. So we'll see. I should get out front here.
All right. Any other shout outs or thank yous you'd like to give?
Just shout out to my teammates FSR and you guys in the booth. All the people watching out there.
All right. That is Josh Milam, your stage 2 winner. Got it done now. Sets his sights on winning the big shebang as the lights are out on the Chevy Silverado. It makes the break for pit road. Dave Hunt on 2 tires, winning the race off of pit road. Josh Milam, 4 tires for him. Going to get a good surge here through that tri-oval and head off into turn number 1. Mark Mann in the 04, already locking bumpers with the 7 machine. But here comes the 26 of Hunter Reynolds to shove Dave Hunt back in front of the 7.
Well, what you're going to see here, KR, is the backstretch boost that the outside line gets. We'll see if the Batmobile has just enough energy to get the 7 of Josh Milam out there to drop down. Doesn't look like it this time, but they are going to stay almost even through the turns here. As the 52 of Randall Cobb finally making his way back up to the bumper of the 04 correction of Mark Mann. Try to even out that air pressure a little bit. And who got that lap? I think it still went to 53 of Dave Hunt.
So Dave Hunt last on pit lane with everyone else, but taking 2 tires this time. And he's hanging tough there with those 2 tires, but you know, Daytona not known for abusing the tires. But you heard it from Josh. 4 tires does make it a little bit more stable on a restart, a little bit more stable while pushing. But Dave Hunt not doing any pushing, but he is being pushed. So maybe that 53 taking full advantage of that 2 tire stop for him is just what that driver wanted to do.
It might be. Some of these guys, they have certain things they like, certain things they do, certain things they're good at. And maybe he's been changing tires up before and he's already comfortable with go ahead and getting just the 2 as we go into turn 3, and he's still got Josh even or ahead most of the time.
All right, so Josh Milam, Dave Hunt continue to battle it out. Derek Conley in the 88 and Dustin Barber pushing hard on each other here to close in on the back end of this pack here. Conley had to burn a fast repair to get that car fixed. Dustin Barber, one of those drivers as well. Bob Lacavera has finally pulled his scorecard, so he is out of this race. 35 laps completed for the 5 machine here tonight.
No, you got 3 wide in the back with Derek, 91 in the 11. They got it all squared away here. Did a little bit of scooting and moving and communicating, I guess. They try to close in on the back of the front pack here. Got a little bit of separation. Looks like that single file is going to go ahead and find its way right back to the rear bumper of the 27 to catch them all up.
So as we ride around with the 88 of Derek Conley, the 00 of Rob Connors just ahead, and Dustin Barber in the 6 machine, setting the fastest lap of the race so far with a 44.11. Very quick lap times coming from that 6. Everyone really, quite a few drivers have set their best laps of the race. So business picking up here in the final stage.
Yep, everybody's trying to get to the front where they deems to be more so the safe side of things. No, I don't know what, 6, 7 out of 10 times. A little bit safer up front. Nobody's trying to give any room here, any big room here, as they say, 2 by 2 almost all the way through the pack. Going into the tri-oval. Looks like the whole pack's up there right now.
So Dave Hunt in the 52, and the 7 of Josh Milam continuing to lead. We work lap 61 of 100. Laps are on the downhill side of things now. No one able to make it on fuel from here. Everyone going to have to make another stop. Everybody is on the lead lap who's on track. All 30 cars that are on track are on the lead lap. Only one car out of this race, and that is Bob Lacovera. As Hunt makes his way into the tri-oval once again to lead another lap. Josh Milam still working that outside lane. And I'm starting to feel like maybe everyone is settling in here to just try and log some laps. There's been no moves made by the 7 or the 26 or the 04 to try and shuffle things up here in this running order.
Yep, I think everybody's trying to get to the next, at least the next gas or the pit cycle, before they start trying to do anything really crazy. I think right now everyone's pretty comfortable with just riding, cruising, logging the laps, keeping the car clean, and looking for any big opportunities to maybe make a move. Outside of that, I think we're going to see a lot of 2 by 2 until somebody wants to try to get down to the bottom, get their pit stop underway.
We'll see. The 26 has cleared the 7. He does make the move up to that top side. So Hunter Reynolds, your stage 1 winner, now being pushed by the 7 of Josh Milam, your stage 2 winner. Oh, they make contact. Dave Hunt somehow saves that.
Oh, that's a cornering effect to the back of the pack here on the inside. Somehow they saved that. That was insane. How many checkups that we just witnessed. And I don't think there's a single person that fell out.
No, everyone's still going. Tyler Miller had already lost the draft off the lead pack, but now the 26 and the 7 have pulled away a little bit. That is going to really allow the rest of the field to close in quickly on them. They could be sitting ducks. So how does this play out for the 7 and the 26?
Oh, it's going to be rough. It depends on how that high side likes to do when they get up to them. Or if they're going to try, their low sides are going to try to split them and get underneath them. But they're going to stay to that inside yellow line to make sure nobody can do that. And it looks like they're going to stay just about even as the 4 gives up the outside, giving them even more space to the outside line. So
Mark
that
Mann,
was probably lucky for him.
Yeah, a lot of drivers drop down to the inside lane, and I think that means that they are maybe preparing for some green flag pit stops here, as no one really pushed the issue to try and make the pass on the outside. Instead, everyone looked for some openings to get down to the bottom lane.
I think we're about to start seeing them.
So no one coming down pit road this lap. Everyone last on pit road on lap 52 as we start work on lap 66. So the 26, your race leader Dave Hunt in the 53, sitting in third. Josh Milam in a second in that 7 machine. Mark Mann in the 04. Right now he's tucked in behind the 53. And Alex Green, after going for a spin coming off at turn number 4, he didn't really spin. He did an outstanding job at saving the car. Oh, as he's going to get into the wall there. And everything,
luck.
Everything going wrong once again for the 30 coming off of turn number 4. And as I was saying, he had just made his way back forward after having a very similar incident, only the first one was down to the inside. This one was to the outside where that wall caught him out.
Bet you he's going to have some fine choice words for you when this is all said and done. Seems every time we've
I'm not talking about him anymore. Yeah.
Yeah, I don't think we can do that.
Yeah, he is the driver that shall not be named.
Yeah, I think that's going to have to be the call we have to make here.
So Hunter Reynolds in the 26 leading the field as everyone starting to get single file here. About 15 laps since everyone was last on pit road, but we did have, a few of the caution laps there. But yeah, with everyone getting single file here, nobody really trying to make a move. Green flag pit stops are just around the corner, and how this is going to play out, I don't know. No one looks like they want to hit pit road early, and maybe everyone going to try and come down pit lane at about the same time.
There's got to be at least one team out here that's going to try to do the early pit. I don't know who it's going to be, but there's a team out there probably communicating right now that's trying to decide, hey, what lap are we going to do this? Are we just going to follow everybody in, or are we going to do our own thing? Somebody's got to be the first.
Well, we work lap 69 of 100. The 26 and the 7 still out in front. Teammates, Fuel Sim Racing, FSR. But the 52, that is Randall Cobb. He's from Buck Wild Racing. And here we go. Several drivers peeling off for pit lane.
'26 is 7, 52, 6, 53, 15, 91, 82, 13, 9.
Most of the field made it on a pit road.
Oh, yeah,
9 cars stayed out.
One of those being the Batmobile.
Mark Mann.
Fours.
Yep, Mark Mann in the 04, the 4 machine of Rick Sebrands. And then the 63 of Logan Helton, the 21 of Daniel Holloway. All Alliance Motorsports drivers electing to stay out, and the 95 of James Mayer. And they are going to hit pit road. They're going to bring Chase Berry with them. David Overstreet, Sean McCarrick coming down pit road this time as well. And I do believe that will be everybody cycling through. Ernie Williams in the 91. Right now he is all by himself. And we'll see if that 91 is going to hit pit road here. And he does. And that will put everybody on a green flag pit stop. And green flag pit stops are known to really spread out the field here at OP Racing Premier Super Speedway Series. As you see, the 26 and the 7 who have made their pit stops, trying to catch the rest of the drivers. They are at full speed. Other drivers starting to blend up. James Mayer is going to go by. Hunter Reynolds is going to make the pass easily on the 63. So Reynolds and Milam Great teamwork there once again. Rob gonna put them out in front, but maybe they're a little too far out in front right now as a big pack starting to form up behind them.
Yeah, I think that might hurt them a little bit. Being out there by themselves. Once that big pack forms, they're gonna probably blast right by them here. But hopefully the 6 and 52 will catch up, play games, or maybe these guys on the outside will slow them down just enough to where they don't get blasted by too fast and actually have a chance. Looks like it's going to be about that way, though. Pack behind them split, slowing them down just a little bit. Make sure it's not a complete and total dumpster fire on this speed for them. As you see, the 6 and 52 going to go to the outside, start the outside line, see if they can pass the 26 and 7. Will they make it? It looks like the 6 might. Nope.
Rick
Gonna be very
Seabrans
wide here with Rick Seabrans. Yep.
in the 4. Looked like maybe he got a speeding penalty. 49-second pit stop for the 4 machine. You can see how devastating that is as he is now in 29th spot. Ooh, Daniel Holloway going for a spin.
That might be a caution there.
Robert Duvendak getting involved. And the 21 big time tore up. Let's see what happened to Holloway. He is going to get blasted by the 51 of Travis Elliott. That is a huge, huge hit for the 21 machine.
Yeah, I gotta step away for a quick minute.
All right, go ahead. We'll see what happened here. The 9 was wiggling bad. And the 21 going to end up the short end of the stick. And Travis Elliott, with nowhere to go, not really having any time to slow down. See the 9 wiggling. Chase Berry able to avoid it, and Elliott with just nowhere to go. And you'd say, well, he's got the whole other parts of the track, but going that fast in the corners here, you're already committed. So Hunter Reynolds bringing the field down pit road. That's one of those where we're just glad that this was simulator racing, because that would have been devastation for the drivers if that was real life. Holy cow. All right, so the 26 on the pit lane. Mark Mann as well. Tires and fuel. Looks like everyone trying to take 2 tires. Good break for Rick Seabrans in the 4. He is going to get the free pass here. So the 4 machine of Rick Seabrans getting back on the lead lap. So overcoming a speeding penalty there by the luck of the draw. And Rob, I don't know about you, but I'm going to send us to commercial, take a quick break. No one go anywhere. We'll be right back after this. Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, as the pace truck down and out of the way. Green flag coming out. We're going to have 24 laps to go in this race as the field tries to get up to speed. The 26 of Hunter Reynolds winning the race off of pit road. Randall Cobb on his outside for this restart. And we do have some housekeeping to do. Travis Elliott looks like he is out of the race. Alex Green out of the race, and Bob Lacavera, also one of the drivers, out of the race here tonight. Daniel Holloway sitting on let me start over. Holloway is out there, but he is not on the lead lap. I saw my timer and I thought he was maybe sitting on pit road. He is just one lap down. So Holloway off the pace here, but Hunter Reynolds, your race leader. 27 cars on the lead lap of the 31 that have started here tonight. Josh Milam now tucking in behind his teammate. And Rob, our drivers here know that it's getting close to crunch time, but nobody can make it on fuel from here.
Nope, there's going to be one more surprise pit stop. They're probably just going to, a little splash and go here. But the big question is, when's that splash and go going to be? Is it going to be in the next couple of laps, as soon as they have what they need to make it? Or are they going to run it out and hope to get one at the end, maybe pray for another caution? That's the big stuff they're all thinking of probably right now on when they want to take that little bit of gas. But who really knows? But the 26 and the 7 still leading the inside line with the 52 and the 84. Randall Cobb and Aspen Belvin on the outside. Two cars by themselves. No one else really going to the high side. Some people are all trying to find their way to the inside, it looks like. Probably has something to do with that stuff.
Aspen Belvin in that 84 machine. A driver who did not take a qualifying time from Vapid Yeet Racing. Been working his way forward all night long. The 84, our inaugural season champion. He would love to become a two-time champion. He's looking for his first win of the season here. The 84 machine looking very solid right now. So he's tucked in tight behind the 52 of Randall Cobb. As Cobb closing in on that race lead, the 26 of Hunter Reynolds. Might have something to say about it, but he's got to ride out the momentum that the 52 has first.
Yeah, I just like to say hashtag not my champion. That hashtag was pretty popular when Aspen didn't win his season.
Well, the rule books and everything say he is the champion, so...
hashtag not my champion.
Oh, another big stack up down the backstretch. Several cars involved. Casey Gilchrist in the 13 is one of those cars. But we stay green.
All right.
Take a look at this one. Dave Hunt in the 53 involved. Sean Stevens involved. Will Weber hard on the binders. Take a look at this. Is mid-pack, they start to spin, but the 53 spinning down below the racing line, not necessarily triggering that caution. Everyone who is still up on what is considered the race track was going forward, not losing momentum. So that is why we stay green with 19 laps to go.
Oh, that is a hard break for those fellas. Congratulations for them keeping it below the yellow, though, allowing the racing to keep on going on. They all sorted themselves out, I believe.
Battle at the front of the field remains the same. However, we do have a driver who has made his way back forward. That is the 88 of Derek Conley. Conley, who had a rough go in stage number 2, did not burn a fast repair as his car was torn to shreds, but was able to stay on the lead lap. When we pitted for the end of stage 2, Conley burned his fast repair and has had to work his way forward ever since. He is now knocking on the top 5, finding himself third car outside lane. Aspen Belvin in the 84 just ahead of him, and the 52 of Randall Cobb leading the charge in that outside lane. The 26 of Hunter Reynolds though, and the 7 of Josh Milam, stage 1, stage 2 winner, both of them right there. And they have not left the front of this field. I think they have a little statement to make that they are making sure that everyone knows that they're going to have to beat these 2 cars here tonight.
Oh, yeah, they've got something to say. They're trying to make sure their old teammate turned rival, 88, doesn't pick himself up another win here. So, trying to prove that FSR was the right team to be on. So we should see a pretty good battle between old teammates turned rivals.
Dave Hunt in the 53 staying to the high side. He did not come down pit road, but quite a bit of damage on that 53 machine, and I believe he's going to try and ride this one out. Casey Gilchrist had been on and off of pit road, did have to burn a fast repair.
Oh, you got some bumping going on.
Things starting to get a little dicey out there as we have 15 laps to go. Dustin Barber, sharp move there as he had to go down to the yellow line or below the yellow line to avoid an incident.
Oh boy, it's about to get exciting.
All right, so
got to see a splash and go though.
Drivers last on pit road, lap 74. Sean Stevens, David Booth making their way on the pit road here. As we have 15 laps to go, I believe the fuel window is now open to make it to the end of this race. For sure, you can make it to the end of our scheduled distance, but that may not cover a green-white checkered.
You're seeing everybody making their way to the inside now. I think we're about to start seeing the teams go on into pit road to get that final top off.
So the 26 and the 7 still continue to run 1 and 2. Both drivers looking for their first win of the season. And here comes Chase Berry, Robert Dubendak, Tyler Miller pulling off as well. 3 cars on the pit road. That is Empire Motorsports hitting pit lane. Robert Dubendak to the inside of Conley.
Yeah, Conley. I was a little confused when you said Chase Bears. Like, what's going on? Is my camera's messed up?
No. I just saw the colors and went with it and realized they were the wrong colors.
Wrong set.
Wrong colors. Listen, I'm colorblind now too.
Oh, okay, yeah.
Optional color blindness.
Yeah, I've heard that's a pretty big thing that happens, especially in guys.
All right, everyone else scattering. The 7 and the 63 are going to make contact.
Oh.
Josh Milam trying to hold on to it and gets it straightened out, but a very, very close one there for the 7. He did lose a ton of spots, but looks like he was able to keep it off the wall.
What a save.
Will Weber in the 9 now picked up as the race leader. David Overstreet in the 46 right behind him. There's Bobby Johnson in the 20. That is first, second, and third. Daniel Holloway in the 21. Last car on the lead lap. He is in front of this group. Casey Gilchrist about ready to be swallowed up by the front runners here and go a lap down again as Gilchrist was passed. Casey, I believe, has enough fuel to make it to the end. Going to be close for him. Maybe not. I don't think he's going to have enough fuel. That's close, though. So the 13 machine, maybe not sitting as pretty as I was starting to think he was. But Will Weber, your race leader, Daniel Holloway in the 21, has not made a pit, along with David Overstreet, Bobby Johnson, and Denver Turkson.
Ooh. Can't get over that shuffle up on pit roads. That was a very nice save. Very well done by all the drivers, too. Might have something big happen there.
Josh Milam did lose quite a few spots. We're going to check in on this group to 63 of Logan Helton. Moving to the inside as the 26 of Hunter Reynolds flashes by. The 26 and the 7 were coming down pit road at the same time, and you can see how that spread them out. But the 7 of Josh Milam working his way hard, closing in very quickly, being very aggressive here. Milam trying to regain some lost ground and get to the back bumper of his teammate. These are all drivers who have made a pit stop and are ready to go to the end of this race. As Will Weber, Bobby Johnson, David Overstreet, Denver Turkson, and Daniel Holloway all hit pit road this time. You know how I said Josh Milam was being aggressive? Well, he had just turned his fastest lap of the race. And he is on the throttle.
On that one.
Yeah. So Milam trying to regain that race lead. Well, I shouldn't say race lead, second spot. But yeah, very good race here shaping up. Derek Conley in the 88, just turning the fastest lap of the race, 44.09 by the 88 machine. So business picking up. We got 9 laps to go. Rob, I don't know about you, but the over-under for this thing to finish here, these 9 laps, with let's say 2 cautions. You gonna go over or under?
I think we'll be under 2 cautions.
You think
these
we'll
guys
be
have
under
been
2?
running really well lately, and I've got a good feeling they're going to give just enough room to keep this thing green all the way through. I would definitely say under 2 cautions.
All right, we're going to go under 2 cautions. I think we'll be under 2 cautions. In fact, I'm going to say this thing's going to finish out the way it is, but man, they are really starting to mix it up with 8 laps to go. Hunter Reynolds now battling with the 11 of Chase Berry. Everyone should have enough fuel to make it to the end of this one. As the 11 machine
boys too.
Do what?
Yeah, the Alliance boys have just made a move. Sorry to cut you off there, but I just happened to see a bunch of Alliance guys catch up together. But you got the 4, the 99, the 04. Looking to see them make a big move.
Rick Seabrand's in the 4, the last car in this pack. At one point, he had gone 1 lap down because he had a speeding penalty. Now here he is trying to recover from that. Josh Milam in the 7, down to the infield, trying to blend up right in front of Robert Duvendak, makes it work. So Milam falling back once again. The 95 of James Mayer looking to go 2 in a row here, as we're coming to 6 laps to go. The 95 all over the back bumper of the 26.
Gotta make a correction there. I forgot. Robert's actually part of Empire Motorsports, no longer Alliance. But he's working with the old 88 now, so that was a little discrepancy on my part. But boy, is it starting to turn into be a big race. I'm hoping we get to stick with that under 2, but man, these guys get any more aggressive, we might be seeing something.
Looks like Dave Hunt in the 53 about to go another lap down, as a very hungry field comes up on him very quickly. Hunt stays to the high side. Everyone able to squeeze underneath him as they make their way off of turn number 4. calm, cool, collected for the moment. But Rob, I don't know about you, but these last few laps, or these last 5 laps here, are going to be anything but calm, cool, and collected behind those helmets.
Oh no, right now they've all got to be thinking, when can I make this move, or how am I going to get this move made? When am I going to push it 3 wide? Plenty of things going on. Team communication for these guys up here, all probably trying to figure out just what they're going to try to do to bring in these last few laps as the 26 and 11 continue to battle it out, with the very hungry 95 looking for his second win.
Ooh,
as we have the 52 going down.
Randall Cobb, sharp exit down to the inside. He's going to make contact with Duvendak.
Oh, no.
And Duvendak going for a spin. Randall Cobb spinning, then the caution flag coming out. And it looks like Rick Seabrand's hard impact into the wall as well.
Oh, no.
So big impact through the tri-oval. Take another look at this one. Randall Cobb spinning wildly in that 52. Whew, all right, so that's going to give us a chance to catch our breath here. And I believe this would be our first attempt at a green-white checkered. Not 100% sure.
Oh no. This is going to be a rough one to finish out.
I think we are going to see this one go into, I believe it's going to be 1 extra lap as things stand right now, which would make this our first attempt at a green-white checkered.
Well, that's 1 KR. I think he's going to stay at 1, though. I think we're going to get this. We ain't losing this bet.
All right, so with the field being stacked up behind the Chevy Silverado, Robert Duvendak, Rick Seabrand's torn up race cars once again, making their way onto pit road. Sean McCarrick gonna join them. Not a lot of takers for pit lane. Randall Cobb, one of the drivers who has made his way onto pit road as well. Most of the field electing to stay out. And we are in our first attempt at a green-white checkered as Sean Stevens in the 27 going to get back on the lead lap. All right. Hope you got some extra fuel in your tank, because we are in our extra laps here. This one should, unless we have another caution, should end at 101 laps. So 3 laps to go in this one. It will be a green, the white, and the checkered. Oh, and Rob, we almost got to this one with that over-under bet. I said 0. You said less than 2. It'd be under 2. I think you said 1.
Yeah,
So-
I think 1
So
probably
I'm
be
out.
for sure.
I am out of this one. You're still in it.
I'm going to knock on some wood real quick and pray for a nice, good green-white checkered finish here.
Lights do go out on the Chevy Silverado. So the field gonna stack up here. Hunter Reynolds, Chase Berry on the front row for this restart. Then it's the 95 of James Mayer and the 84 of Aspen Belvin. And then it's the 63 of Logan, the Kid Helton, and on his outside, the 7 of Josh Milam. Those two made contact on pit lane during our last green flag pit stops. Whether that was incidental or bad driving by either one of them, still probably a little bit of animosity between the two, and here they are going to have to restart. So there you go. Gloves are getting ready to come off. Derek Conley behind the 7 of Josh Milam, the 04 of Mark Mann. He's behind the 63 of Logan Helton. That is row number 4.
Oh yeah, it's about to go down. Josh is pretty good at finding his nose into that middle lane if a spot comes open, especially on the closing laps, or especially the closing lap. He will normally try to find his way between cars that most drivers probably wouldn't do. Expect some kind of play from him.
All right, here we go. Lights are out on the Silverado. It is going to make that left turn onto pit lane. Now we're going to let these boys loose once again for what could be the final time as that green flag comes out. Hunter Reynolds, Chase Berry leading this field for the moment. Aspen Velvin already pushing hard on the 11 machine. They're getting some momentum built up, but the 95 of James Mayer saying, not so fast, let me show you what I can do.
Oh,
Berry's gonna get turned. Aspen Belvin going up and over, and the yellow flag is going to come out once again. Logan Helton involved. The 63 is torn up. Chase Berry, big time damage on that 11 machine. Josh Milam looks like his engine has gone up in smoke.
Oh no. Oh no.
Derek Conley getting a piece of that. Let's take a look at this one. Aspen Belvin getting airborne big time. Sean McCarrick in the 50 machine, having a good view of this one. Able to squeeze through there. Aspen Belvin in the 84 after tumbling through the air. Lands on all 4 tires and keeps going. Seven of Josh Milam, though, smoking down the backstretch. He had almost made it through that. So quite a bit of the front runners getting caught up in this one. So we're going to have our second attempt, and I believe this is our final attempt at a green-white checkered.
Yep, it is going to be the final one, so anything and everything that happens here goes, as Hunter is going to be doing his best to bring this home for FSR. But he's got the 91 of Ernie Williams. Correction, I think it's going to be the 4 of Mark Mann. It's going to be trying to fight him on the outside. The old Batmobile. All
right, so the Batmobile going to be restarting on the outside. Hunter Reynolds, your stage 1 winner, restarting on the inside. Drivers last on pit road on lap 88. We are working lap 103. Fuel starting to become a worry, but I'll tell you what, I think everyone is prepared for this one. Mostly because that green-white checkered attempt, the first one we had, everyone really only made it through turn 1.
Yep. they do have a little bit here. Probably running dangerously close. We might see some more last lap sputters. I think everybody's going to have just enough to go ahead and get by on this one.
So the 26, the 04, the 91 of Ernie Williams, Tyler Miller in the 89, and Miller looking like his car's torn up. He's going to try and ride this one out. And then Dan Harrington in the 82 to round out your top 5 for this restart. Derek Conley in the 88 trying to creep his way onto pit road. That car all sorts of torn up. His night is done.
Yeah, it looks like he will not get to be the repeat this night.
All right, so field gonna start stacking up as the lights go out on the pace truck. 2 by 2, we form up as the sun is setting here at Daytona. It has been a hot one for sure. The final green and white checkered attempt coming your way. Right now we have 22 cars on the lead lap. Several cars out of this one sitting on pit road, especially the ones caught up in the most recent caution. A lot of torn up race cars still out on the track. You can see the 89 and the 63, 2 drivers missing big chunks of their body work. They're going to try and bring this one home. Big aero disadvantage, but man, I'm with them. You got to stay where you're at this late in the race. Try and do your best to not get in the way, but you still don't want to give anything up because anything could happen.
Anything and everything can happen, especially on a super speedway.
Yeah. I mean, the 62 of Les Levy could come away with the race win here. He's the 4th car on the inside row. But the pace truck down and away. Green flag is out. Logan Helton spins the tires. David Overstreet in the 46.
There they go.
And Will Weber goes for a spin. And more crashing is happening. And the caution flag is coming out just like that. And this one is going to end under caution.
Oh. That's unfortunate. Broadcaster's curse, I think, KR.
And that is going to give it back to Hunter Reynolds here tonight. The stage 1 win and the victory. We had a big stack up. Take another look at this one. The 63, the 46 get together at the start finish line. Bobby Johnson getting a piece of that. Logan Helton, another smack into the 15. So a tough break here for several of our drivers, but the final lap for the 26, Hunter Reynolds, is going to win this one under caution. Hunter Reynolds picks up the first win of the season for himself. So 2 attempts at a green-white checkered, both of them ending in a yellow flag situation. And Hunter Reynolds came into tonight 3rd place in the point standings, 101 points for Hunter. This race win is going to put him into, I want to say, the overall points lead because he does have the stage win. The 26 rolls across the start finish line. This one is done and over with. So let's get right into it and check out our results here. As my overlay is starting to freak out, even it's trying to figure out what's going on here.
Yeah, it's a little confused.
It can happen. It can happen. Anything can happen. I'm pushing the buttons and the buttons are doing nothing, guys. Give me just a minute. We're working on this. All right, so Hunter Reynolds. There we go. All right, we're up and running now. Hunter Reynolds, Mark Mann, Ernie Williams, your podium finishing drivers. We're going to talk to them here in just a second. Dan Harrington and Les Levy round out your top 5.
All right, going for your 6th position of Rick Seabrins. 7th is going to be Casey Gilchrist. James Mayer, Rob Connors, and Dustin Barber are going to round out your top 10.
Jimmy Reynolds, Tyler Miller, Sean McCarrick, Denver Turkson, and Aspen Belvin in the 15th spot.
Then we're going to have Sean Stevens, Randall Cobb, Logan Helton, Will Weber, and Robert Duvidag riding out your next 5 slots at number 20.
Bobby Johnson finishing as the last car on the lead lap. Then it's David Overstreet, Dave Hunt, Daniel Holloway, David Booth, Derek Conley, Josh Milam, Chase Berry, Travis Elliott, Alex Green, and Bob Lacovera finishing out the field here tonight. So the 26 picking up the race win. And Rob, that was an outstanding drive for Hunter Reynolds. He was someone that was not going to be denied. And Rob, I believe you've caught up with him in victory lane.
Yeah, what's going on, Hunter? How does it feel to be the winner here at Daytona tonight?
Hey guys, yeah, it feels amazing. I kind of wish it would have finished under green. I think me and Ernie had the best cars out of those top 5, but you know, we'll take it how we can get it. Ran up front all night, and feels good to give me one here at Daytona.
So tell me, what did it take in that final stage to make sure you stayed up front, and what was going through your head when we had that one caution that split you and Josh up?
Yeah, I would have loved to stay with Josh there. I had James Mayer pushing me, and he didn't leave my bumper, so shout out to him. I think he would have pushed me to the end, but appreciate James, and I had Josh right behind him, so I think we were in a good spot there at the end. If James would have moved up, would have had Josh pushing me, but yeah, just try to stay out front and stay out of a potential wreck there, and looks like we got the job done.
All right, man. Well, Hunter, you have any shout outs you want to give for tonight's win?
Yes, sir. Thank you, all my teammates at FSR, my dad, Ernie, Josh, and Dustin. Appreciate you guys in the booth, turn 3, KR, Robert. You guys do a good job. Shout out to all my family and friends watching, and of course, we appreciate everybody watching. And thank you. All have a good night.
All right, Hunter. Congratulations once again, and I'll let you get out there and burn some more rubber for everybody out there.
Yes, sir. Thank you. Appreciate it.
Hey, KR, I think you are starting to catch up with Mark Mann.
I am starting to catch up with Mark Mann, the driver who finishes in a 2nd spot here tonight. And Mark, that 04 machine, survived another race and ends up on the podium.
Yes, sir. That was pretty sporty there, those last 10 laps. I had to save that car a couple times. Took a lot of damage, but I still had my RPMs, and I knew I wasn't going to win, but I was hoping I could at least squeak out a top 5. I saw him leave me on the high line, and that low line was going, and the caution came out, and I just got lucky. That's sometimes just the way it rolls.
Well, speaking of rolling, the 04 qualified on pole position here tonight and finds itself 2nd spot. So a job well done, man. 3rd race of the season and already starting to string together some solid finishes.
Yeah, I think I got a 2nd, 3rd, and a 2nd. I'll take that. I mean, I was hoping for a top 10 tonight, and I just kind of got lucky. That's just hang around, and just be there at the end and fight through the adversity. You know, it was a bummer. Some of my teammates got into some of those incidences, but our team's strong. We'll be back next race and show this league what Alliance Motorsports can do.
All right, man. Well, any other shout outs or thank yous you'd like to give while you have a shot?
Yeah, congratulations to Hunter on the win, and and Ernie on podium. Alliance Motorsports, all my teammates. Mara for always watching my races. All the fans and friends at home. Turn 3 and OP, baby.
All right, that is Mark Mann, driver of the 04 machine, finishing in a second spot here tonight. And Rob, you've caught up with our third place finisher. That's the 91 of Ernie Williams.
Yes, sir. I have an ecstatic Ernie Williams here finishing third place. How does it feel to be up here on the podiums, Ernie?
Well, since it's been probably, I don't know, a season and a half or so, it feels kind of good to be up here, to be honest. I forgot how to do an interview here, man.
Oh, well, we'll try to ask the good questions and you answer them the best way we can get them answered. First one being, what did it take to get to that podium position you were in tonight? And what was going through your mind through all those accidents and wrecks you had going on up front?
Well, that one that was next to the end right there, we was going to restart 12th. So me and Dustin was talking to another teammate. We was talking about how we was going to try to get up there and whatnot. But then there was a big chaos coming out of 2, and luckily I snuck through it. I got a little damage from it, so I really didn't know with that green-white checker there at the end, the second one, how my car was going to react or anything. So all in all, we'll take the third. But we was wanting to do some racing, race it out. I had to use my fast repair late, so I had a good clean car. Dustin had a good clean car, so we was just had a little plan to see if we could make it work. You know what I mean? Try to pass some people. I wasn't planning on third or nothing, but I figured we could probably get 4 or 5 cars, get up around 5th, 6th, or 7th. But turned out that bunch, I think somebody had a little bit too much damage or something, and caught up the field there at the end, and we didn't get a chance to run it out. But we'll take the third though.
Yeah, it's unfortunate because our number 1 said he was looking forward to beating doors with you and thought it was going to be a little bit better of a finish had it stayed green. But congratulations, Ernie. I know we haven't seen you up here for a little bit, so it's really nice to see you up here. Is there anyone you'd like to give a shout out to?
Yeah. All the guys back at FSR, Josh, Hunter, Jimmy, Justin, and they help out a bunch and getting us in the pit road and everything. And just shout out to KR and you, Robert, for doing the broadcast. Can't wait to go back and watch it. Should be an interesting watch and all. And hopefully we'll see you guys another time or two throughout the season here.
All right, Ernie, you go out there and have yourself a good one. Once again, congratulations on the top 3. We'll see you next one.
All right, well, there you have it, folks. Another race in the books, race number 3, going to Hunter Reynolds. And Rob, I'm going to let you give us the final thoughts before you sign us out.
All right, I just want to say congratulations to everybody who showed up today and showed out and won the race. Thanks, KR, once again for having me up here. It's been a blast so far. I look forward to doing this with you for the rest of the season indefinitely. And thank you, everybody, for tuning in, watching. Hopefully, we'll see you guys in the next video.
All right, so until next week, y'all have a good night and stay safe out there.
Warning, the following stunts are performed by idiots or under the supervision of stupider idiots. If you attempt to reenact any of these idiotic stunts you will see, you will be left with idiotic scars. Enjoy.
Hi, I'm Alex Green. Welcome to OP Racing.